RidgeLife. I'm Tim. We are back. The excavator is back, and it is bright and early in the morning, and Josh is getting with it. We're gonna clear the rest of this land up here on the ridge, start working on the driveway. Lots of things to do. Stick around. Well, wouldn't you know it, at the end of the day, I have a little casualty.
Woo, good morning. It is a little damp out here from the dew, but got Josh back out here. This is post-Memorial Day weekend. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, sir.
Did you eat way too much?
Oh,
Got a little rest though, didn't you? All right. Plan of attack to hit back out over here, and we're probably gonna finish this up right here today, aren't we?
That's right.
All right, let's do it. Got the Kubota stuck in a deep hole. I think I got the equipment to get it out though. We'll see what happens here. All right, let's see. I think we got it. All right, let's go let Josh get to work. I'm gonna get out of here, go get some cameras, watch him get some new stuff done today, because we have all this land to clear here, and then he may get on the driveway. I'm pretty sure he can do it.
Been a while since Josh has been out here. We had Memorial Day weekend, and for about 4 or 5 days, let the land dry a little bit. We had tons of storms, oh my goodness, tornadoes and all that stuff when we were camping. But we are back at it. We are safe. Josh is safe. He's had a good Memorial weekend, made sure we all thought about the reason for the holiday, that's for sure. But he's back at it, and we've got lots to do. I am almost certain he's gonna get all of this done today up here on the ridge. And he already said, Tim, go mark your driveway trees. That's right. We got to mark the driveway trees. We're going to mark them with a X as far as remove. Ixnay, ixnay, get them out of here, A. All the other trees around the perimeter, you know, we put a K on there to keep. And a lot of you guys were asking, you know, won't that paint be on there for a long time? Good question, good question. No, it's marking paint, and it fades very, very quickly. You won't even be able to see it in just a couple months. But let him get back to work, and I gotta go mark some trees. I'm gonna start marking the trees for removal right here at the clearing. I'll start at the entry of the driveway. It's a big S curve that goes on around by that big gray tent all the way out to the field. And I wanna make sure it's wide enough for big dump trucks to come in the future and get the gravel and everything. but I don't want it so wide that it's just a big open area. I want that secluded S-curvy driveway. Give us that feel you're driving, you know, way deep on the back country, which you are here on the ridge. Here's the clearing over here. This area over to the south will eventually be where the shop is going to be. I don't know if you can see way back in there, there's a big pine tree with a K on it. And then right here is the line of keepers also. This is the beginning of the S-curve going back. So let's start off, this one right here needs to go. It's a little bit on the too close side. So X, definitely different than a K. A lot of this undergrowth, I can just get out with a tractor. This side over here, I'm gonna keep all of that because they see that the valley is right down there. It gives a little seclusion, a little obstruction from the Barndominium. I want to, you know, when you're driving up, I don't want you to see it till you get right up on there. So let's see, let's keep that big tree right there. Now I'm in the actual curve of the S-curve, and right now I got all my junk stored here. I know it looks like Sanford & Son, guys, but the implements got to go somewhere until I get the barn built. And part of what Josh is doing is helping me get that barn built. When we get out to that field, he gets all this done, you'll see what he's going to do there. But got some trees right here. Definitely have to get rid of. Ooh, and the poison ivy. Spray the poison ivy. X. And I'm not going to get my hand anywhere near, but he'll see that orange. Gray tint has served me well, guys. No major holes in or anything. It's kind of in the way of my driveway, but I'm going to clear these off to the left here, and the high part will be where we crown and put the gravel in. So I think I can keep it there for now. But guys, I got this huge tree right here that's got to go. Hopefully he doesn't fell it on top of the tent. I think Josh is pretty good though. I think he can take it down pretty easy. Man, it is a beautiful tree. I wish I could keep it, but it's got to go also. Here we go. Let's see if I can get around here. That's a big old tree now. I've not seen him take one down this big. We will see. This would be the biggest tree, I think. There's a pine tree over there that maybe it's matched, but no, I think this big old oak tree is going to be the biggest test for Josh. You can see we're clearing out these trees right here in the S-curve, and we're going to get these trees right here, and you see his truck way out there in the field, and then just another small S-curve, then we're going to go straight out into the field there. Love how thick all this is out here. We're going to keep all this thickness, let all that grow up. There's some cedar out here, there's some big pine, there's some hardwood, a lot of new growth mixed in with old growth. Just a beautiful, very diverse horticulture out here on the ridge, that's for sure. Out of the other paint, but I do have this Rust-Oleum Precision line paint. It's the same thing as marking paint. It won't last very long. Marks on gravel and trees and all that kind of stuff. Don't have too much left in this one, so I got to make this last. I think I've got too many more to mark till I get down to the outside, and I'm going to make smaller X's as I go. This tree on the right here by the old stump, it isn't really in the way, but it looks like things could happen to it. I got a trail camera on it right there. I've got to get that trail camera off. Let me go ahead and mark it so he knows to get that off. I get that trail camera off. Well, yeah, look at this licking stump. These deer have eaten. This had minerals in it, and the deer had eaten it down to it. This tree was over 3 foot in diameter. The stump was. It was never a tree. I mean, obviously it was a tree at one point, but never since I've been here. And the deer have eaten the mineral out of it and all that. And you can see the deer tracks all over. They've been tearing it up. But it's going to be near my road, but not too bad. But I am going to take that tree down that the trail camera's on. I'll have to move it. We got a couple more trees to mark. I got this big one right here. I hate for this one to go away, but it needs to go. S-ing around that way, come through here, no longer over there. Go straight through here. Mark. Can't really do X's. Running out of paint. Oh, another big one. Gots to go. All right. I hear Josh up there moving around. He may be moving to a different section. Uh-oh. Running out of paint. Running out of paint. And then you get over here to this side just to make sure I get these out of the way, because these have to go. Oh yeah, the cedar's got to go too. All right. Oh my goodness, he has worked his tail off up here while we've been doing this. Get these right here out, and then right over here, that'll be a shop area, Barndominium area, septic over there, well over there, powerhouse, solar carport, and then just I'll have, right now it'd be a big giant tree pile, but eventually I'll do something with this as well. But it's gonna give me, when we're in the Barndominium up on the ridge, east, back porch faces east, come over here, and looking down the ridge, facing west, we'll have sunset views in the evening. Ooh, gonna be beautiful. Yes. He's made it all the way to the east side, and I think I need to go deeper into that valley over there. I stopped it right where it starts going down, and really to have the clearances I need and the view I need for the Barndominium, I think it needs to go down a little further, so I need to go talk to him. I don't want him to have to take me out here. See if I can stop him where he can see me. Nope. I'll get him on the way back. All right, here he comes. Let's see if I can get his attention before he takes me out. I think I'm gonna take that back a little bit farther that way, down the slope a little bit. So I'll mark some new trees over there after seeing what looks like cleared off. I'll go a little bit farther over there. Sound good? Yep. Doing great, man. So let's get in here with what little paint I have left and mark. Walking around here, we can see all these new deer tracks. These are fresh deer tracks. They are all through this cleared land. These deer are walking out going, what happened? This is all new. Deeper than this. Oh, here's an Indian marking tree. Y'all heard the legend of the Indian marking tree? Native Americans would shape these trees to mark a direction to something. And what they're marking right now is a direction to my Barndominium. That's the way to the ridge, guys. All right, so we can see we're in line right there. So if I keep this one, okay, we can keep going down. There's a big tree right there. That's what I want to keep all the way. Oh, look at this valley, guys. Y'all see this valley up here? Look at this. I got to show you this. Look at that. That's about a 25, 30 foot drop off. Then it goes way, 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 way down there. So obviously we don't want to go down into the valley, but I want to go all the way to this big tree right here. It's not that far, another 15 yards, but will make me happy, I believe, and that's what's important. So all the way to here. Now let's walk from that big tree over, and we can see another big valley there. And I think I'll keep this tree, because it's open around it. You see that big tree over there, another valley right there. Keep this one. All right, so seeing where we're at, I'm gonna have them go back into there a little ways, and then I'm gonna keep this tree. It's a giant one, so. But I may end up having them go down this little valley here, clear out some of this stuff as we go over. Woo, he's right behind me. Check out this little widowmaker right here. It's all eaten out and got mushrooms on the bottom. Think I can knock it over without hurting myself? Let's see. Timber! All right, so he's up there, and right here is where I was gonna stop this big pine. I think if we can clear out again this little valley right here, down to that big pine over there, definitely stop. Yeah, I marked that tree right there. Let me get up this hill. Get up this hill right here. See where we're at. We'll keep that tree. And I think we curve it back. I think that's the thing. We'll curve it back right here and call this a day. There he is right there. Make sure he don't take me out. All right. I'm protected by this tree, so shouldn't get me. Oh, look at that. Right around me. Woo! That's so cool, guys. That is so cool. That's a big old load now. Sometimes they'll get it front heavy and the rear tracks to come off the ground. Look at this mountain of trees, guys. It is definitely a mountain of trees. Goes for all, but he just keeps building it all the way across. And then here he comes. Coming with more to keep adding to it. Woo! Whoa, that was massive. That was sincerely massive. When he dropped that one, I felt the thud. And when he's carrying it, again, the back tracks are coming up off the ground. Look at that. Woo-hoo. So while he's going that way, let's go back here across the peak of the ridge. Of course, we have a peak right there. This is really the low peak of the ridge. It slopes down a little bit right there, and then way up there is the actual top of the ridge. And I'd say it's another 40 or 50 feet above us, at least. Now, you can see right through there is the peak, and that's where the Barndominium is gonna be, right there on that very peak. The dozer will level all this out, and you can see it slopes down right there. Carport where the solar can see this sky right there. Look at that, woo, like this, okay. Come back down here, let's see what all he's got done. Down on this, yeah, it starts sloping down really well right here. Okay, we got a big tree we're keeping right there. Big one there, big one there. I'm gonna have him try to, if I can, go through this valley just a little bit right there and start working his way that way. Working his way that way. Again, the Barndominium is gonna be up there. If I can have this cleared out for a backyard, I think I'd like that a lot. But you can see how it goes like this. You see the Kubota over there? That is the top right there. That is the top. Josh has been working like a fiend this morning. It's about 10:30 right now. He got here at 7. Been working since probably 7:20 or so. Really got on that thing and started getting at it. I suspect he's gonna be taking lunch here pretty soon, but you can see over there and there is what he did last week. Today he's already done all of this, all of this, all of that, and he's gonna go all the way that way and then work on the driveway. That dude's a machine. He's driving a machine, and he is a machine. Josh, you rock. Man, you must have a bladder about this big. Because I know I had to go 2 or 3 times watching you work all day.
Yeah, I went once.
Okay. Man, you are making work of it. I think you're gonna clear this up here real quick. And it doesn't go back far at all right there. I'm anxious to see what we can do in that little depression. You saw that little depression, not the big valley.
If you show me how far you want to go back, I can get in.
Absolutely. Because yeah, we'll just go behind that one big tree, and we'll just kind of straighten it out a little bit to where we meet this corner over here. And yeah, after lunch, man, you're gonna be getting it. All right, let's take you to lunch. We are back from lunch. And we can see Josh has already been getting it. He's down, got this depression right here. Got down in that depression, got these trees. And I think what we'll do is make it a little bit behind that pine right there when we get around to the other side. But I'm thinking that's gonna be good because we got all the way up to this big tree here. When he was down here, he was leaning sideways. It was pretty cool to see if he's doing the same thing over here. He can really reach down in that hole, can't he? Look at that. Oh, he's sliding in. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, that's some scary stuff. Look at him sliding in. He's just driving right out. That's crazy. But yeah, so we have the K on that big pine right there. And then I got a K on this big oak right here. K. I got K on this big tree right here we decided to keep. And I believe that should provide a little shade for the Barndominium, what that's gonna do, because the Barndominium's gonna be right there. And I may end up having we may have to bring some dirt in here and have the dozer level this top part out just a little bit. But you can see how it curves over that way. Now that he's walking or driving away, I'm gonna keep going over here so we can see what we've got. Yeah, right there is the peak. Right here is the peak of the ridge, or this lower ridge. It's a lower ridge. Yeah, but right here looks like the peak of the lower ridge. And if we see, slopes down that way, slopes down that way, slopes down that way. So if we have the powerhouse right there, solar carport right there, I think when the sun comes up, of course we'll know more once we get it completely cleared. Because we're not really going too far that way. Come over here, see what we got back in these woods. See, you can see where the other side of where he's pulling out. Oh, look at this little old bottle. Now that is an old bottle. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, let's see. Right here is the Barndominium. Right here, right there. So basically he hasn't cleared where the Barndominium is. And you can see, we went over pretty far. That clears for the powerhouse, the solar carport. We got that nice little shade tree right there. We got a big pine shade tree. All this goes away. Let's see how far back we go. Man, look at this trail right here, guys. I'm always looking at the trails. It's like, Tim, you're always looking at big trees and deer trails. That's what I do. That's what I do. All right, so there's a K. Doesn't go too far back over there. Let me come back over here and go straight down through there, yeah. So I'm probably gonna have him clear these little trees right in here. He'll drive down in that depression probably. I'll leave that pine right there. He'll drive down this depression, clear these right here, all the way. Oh, I see right there, yep. All right, we're good. These are all going away. Whew, super excited. Guys, you just don't know what this feels like to have this finally taking place. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. Whew, I think I may need to replenish my bug spray on me. I'm starting to feel a little itchy. A little itchy. Oh, he's coming at me, guys. He's coming at me. Like nothing. Like it's nothing. Yeah. He was sliding down the hill there for a second. Yeah, looking right here, this is the very, very back part. Keeping that one, keeping this one, and I see way back there a pine tree in the woods. So we're gonna take out between that tree and that pine tree way back in the woods, clear out behind this big pine tree. And again, that big pine tree would be a morning shade for the Barndominium. And of course we have that one and that one too, depending on where the sun's at. And clear all this right here out. And then we just have where the shop's going, and then we start on the road. Yeah, I think I want to see him get down here. He'll probably come down and get him from like this, or he might do it from the backside. I don't know. He's gonna clear all this first, most likely. Got a little casualty, huh? You break the fitting?
Yeah, I got one in the tractor.
You come prepared, don't you?
Well, it's a 49 on the.
Yeah, a little lubrication, huh? Yeah, that's and kind of an hazardous little spot there, isn't it? He's got it valved off. Let me get out of his way. Well, there we go. Spray, spray. If this is the worst thing that happens, we're good. Yeah, I seen him stop, and he normally doesn't stop work at all. He stopped and ran over to his truck, and I get this fitting to replace this hydraulic connection. Got it. And your knuckle too, right? It's a part of, yeah. I think busted knuckles and crest wrenches go together, don't they?
Pretty much.
I got some Windex. Come back. I got some paper towels and Windex. We'll get it?
You don't mind?
Heck yeah, I'll save a trip. I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna run up and get some paper towels and some Windex. See if we can get him a clear line of sight, get this job back to going. I got that GoPro mounted on the excavator. I can't wait to see what it caught as far as that blow. I got a GoPro right there, and it was covered in oil. I had to wipe all the oil off of it, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. Slick, slick, slick. Woo! Man. Adventure after adventure. Woohoo! Paper towels and some homemade Windex. Mama swears by it. Hopefully it'll work. Vinegar and alcohol too. Looks like he's back at it. Good luck. All right. Let me get out of his way. Let him get his job done. There he goes. He's back at it like it never happened. And hopefully he didn't lose enough fluid cause any issues. Don't look like it. I think he's got some being brought back out though, just in case. Timber! Woohoo! Whoosh. That's a pretty good sized tree right there, just fell. I can sit and watch this stuff all day long now. Oh, it picked him up. Watch it pick his track up when he, no, I didn't do it. He's gonna drop it and get all the dirt out of it. There he goes. Oh, it's picking him up again. Watch it pick the back side of his tracks up when he goes sometimes. Oh, he's gonna make a pile. Look how much we got open now. You can actually see the light over there through those trees where the road goes through to the old property. Big drop off right there. That's all been cleared out. Turn around here, you can see how far down that goes. That's at least 50 yards down there. There's the Kubota. We've gone, this is 100 yards. This is at least 100 yards. I'll have to get my rangefinder out to see this. Could be 150. It's probably 75 yards wide, 125, 150 yards long right now. Again, I'll get a rangefinder out if I can find it. I think I know where it's at. Come back up here. You can see where he's getting down here. Just ripped that cedar out from that hole right there. He's coming down. He's coming back. I better get out of the way. I just love that. Look at those spider roots of those sweet gums. Woo! Right over my head. That is awesome. I probably should be out of his way. Let me get out of his way. Those sweet gums are just spider webs, I'm telling you. I said, I think yesterday, on the last video, I said one was a sweet gum, and when he pulled it out, it wasn't, because it didn't have the spider web roots. But you can tell when you pull up even a smallest tree, and you have these spider web roots that go for like 8 feet, you know you got that sweet gum. Look at this. He's trying to shake all the dirt out of this. And these things, that tree's got roots 15 feet long, 20 feet long. It's as tall as the tree. Seriously, it's as tall as the tree. Look at this. That is crazy, crazy. again, the big ravines are way back there. They slope down. This is kind of a depression before the big ravines. And the fact that he's clearing this for me gives me a little more backyard, a little more open before the Barndominium, a little more protection from any of those limbs that could come down. Look at this fern, guys. Isn't that a beautiful fern? We got lots of ferns out here. But yeah, I think having this little zone here cleaned out gives me a area of protection from limbs that could fall during windstorms and tornadoes and all that. And see, I can come back in, all these little stuff right here that we didn't get, I can come back and get that with a old blue and a chainsaw, no problem. Let me go back in the woods here a little bit, just so you can see. We kept this big tree here, and with the Barndominium being right over there, I can clean out a lot of this undergrowth here in the future, and to get eventually a beautiful view of these valleys back here. There are some big trees. There are still some big trees back in this area. Come down here, and really you just can't fathom how big these valleys are back here. I know Jason and Tara from White Rock say, you don't live on a ridge, you don't see no elevation changes. Well, look at this. That's about 70 feet down that way. So 50 yards that way goes about 80 or 90 feet, 100 feet down. Again, it's probably well over 100 from the bottom of our property to the top of our property, top of the main ridge. This is the minor ridge. The main ridge is up there, way up there, probably 400 yards that way. It kind of goes up, down, and then big up, okay? And then we got all these big valleys like this all the way around them. You just can't see them when I take the road up because I follow the natural path for my road. But in between, you guys remember where Meteor Valley was, right? How steep either side Meteor Valley is. Maybe one day I'll show you that again. But yeah, I've got some huge ravines. So Jason and Tara, I do have a ridge. I do have a ridge. All right, so just right now, I told you right down there is about 70-foot drop. Look how he's 15, 20 foot above me right now. He's 15, 20 foot above me, and I'm only 30 yards from him. So it is a bigger slope drop than you can tell on these cameras. These cameras don't give depth of field for perception very well. Come back around through here. Again, you know Tim looking for deer trails. Maybe see some antler sheds too. If I find an antler shed out here while we're walking, I'll be super stoked. See how far back we're going. Come back around. We're not going too much farther down, guys. Yeah, because right here is an orange. See where he's at right there? He's gonna clear right here to this orange right here. And I believe this is the corner. I believe this one right here is the corner. Because we don't want to go too close to that clearing over there. So if I walk back this way, we'll see how far down he is. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're not going anywhere in over there. Yep, there's this tree right here. So guys, he is only 20, 30 yards from the edge of how far he's going. There it is right there. So let me step on it. There he is. It's about 25, 30 yards. Just got to get this little corner here, start working our way that way to where the shop's going to be, and we'll be done up here on the ridge. Then we get to do the driveway and then move those big piles. Don't know if that's going to get done today. Depends on how late he wants to work. Totally up to him. But we can see where we're at. Yeah, I'm not going to go that far back. Oh, there we are. Yeah. So yeah, a little thicker right through here. He's got to get. I see this tree. Yep, right here. Just gonna get this area right here, this depression. And so they start seeing flags. There's a flag right there next to that tree, which means the septic tank is gonna be right here. So the septic tank is right here, right? Septic tank's right here. The house is right here, right basically where that pine is. See that big pine? That's kind of the peak of this elevation. Top of this ridge right here. He is basically at the side window of the Barndominium right now. If I come through here and get out of his way, we can see what he's getting ready to clear out. Hopefully he doesn't want to run over me. Yeah, look at that view, guys. Yeah, we went pretty far over there, didn't we? A couple good sized trees he's gonna have to work on right here. I will definitely get out of his way when he does it. Look how he precisely places everything. Piles it up. Very, very precise. Now he's gonna hook on with his bucket to the side. This is the big pine now. Woo! Ho, 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 ho. Oh my goodness. Look, 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 it's going. It's going. Oh my gosh, I love every second of this. I love every second of this. Look at that. Pine sure come over better than those sweet gums, I'll tell you that. Y'all wave hi to Josh there. See what he's got going on. Cleared it up. All right. So here's our line. And there's the K tree there. He's just got another 10 yards there to go, and then he goes diagonally that way. You see that line goes that way, and that line goes that way. So he's got, you know, mountain is getting quite large. Large is kind of an understatement for our tree mountain. It's compressed. It's still about 25 feet tall, 25 feet tall, but it is immensely wide now. You remember how far back that area went there? He just keeps filling it up, filling it up, filling it up, stacking, and there's just so many trees there, the weight just pushes it down. Remember how big the excavator is? And there's the pile. You can see how big it is. Get up close to it. There's the excavator. There's the pile. Pile, excavator. Pile, excavator. Oh my. I'm at the driveway entrance. And if we look around, we can see this is the area off to the right we gotta get. It runs diagonally that way, so he doesn't really just have much. This little piece right here, I've already got this cleared. I did that with the tractor and the chainsaw. You got that little piece right there. That part of the pines back behind those hardwoods right there. We have, of course, the tree mountain. Come back here. You can see how far that goes back. Slopes uphill. You can barely see the Kubota over there. Push this up higher so you can see. Oh, he just took down a big tree. He just took down a big tree. Let me go stand on the end down here. Oh, I just stepped in a big old mud hole. Here he comes. See, right there's where the Barndominium is going to be. Actually, you know what? I may make the Barndominium right about there. I was thinking, I still can't. I have to make sure it's still pretty close to the septic. But again, the powerhouse and the solar array needs to be open enough till it gets all that sunshine. So the solar array right here, powerhouse right there, Barndominium. Originally the shop was supposed to be right there, but with all the area I got now, I might be able to do some finagling. It's a lot leveler over there. I think I had a lot less dirt work to do. And I could actually make a paddock for horses right here. Once I get this tree mountain gone, I could fence this in and have a paddock for horses, do some dressage, you know, those type of things. And I think that might look good. I'm gonna go walk all the way back here. See how far back this tree mountain goes. Look there, tree mountain. If that ever caught on fire, oh my gosh, you would see that from the space station. I'm gonna get all the way back to the back. Here we go. All right, I'm at the back of the clearing. Far back, I definitely need to get my rangefinder. You see the valley right there. All right, tree mountain. Here he comes. And you can barely see the top of the Kubota over there. See how it slopes up and then goes down. There's that big pine now next to where he's coming from, and it slopes down. Yeah, so powerhouse, solar panels, Barndominium. Shop on the other side over there. And then I got all this to clear out eventually. I'm gonna stay right here while he dumps this big tree. I think he's doing a great job though. Ooh, I'm gonna get out of the way a little bit. Still got some big trees to take down though, right there in the center. You see that? He's gonna come back as far as he can here. Hope y'all enjoy these type of videos. I know I can sit here and watch him play in the dirt all day. I wish I was operating the excavator, but definitely not qualified. I'd be doing this for weeks, where it takes him a day. Of course, if I wanted to do this with a tractor and a chainsaw, it'd take months. Well, with me, it'd take years. Not gonna happen, not gonna happen. All right, let's go back up top. One item to note, he's done a real good job of compacting this for me. You know, he's pulling up all those trees and he's filling in the holes with the bucket, and then his tracks are compacting it very, very nicely. So once I get the dozer out here, really just gonna be repositioning the dirt. I see a really, really good spot to put the Barndominium. I just gotta make sure that I'm still close enough to the septic. I will make sure that happens. But I really can't move the Barndominium this too far. I gotta look at how long you can make your pipe to your septic tank, and I know how far the septic tank can be from the leach lines, which have already got placed out. Not paying to have that done a third time, that's for sure. But yeah, he's packing this down very, very nicely. Again, you can see the slope like this. Still walking up the ridge. Here we go. Whew, this day, it's starting to get hot on us, guys. But he's making great progress. I can really see how I needed to go over the slope of the ridge now, because the sun is right above us right here, and with the solar panels behind me, I really need to getting them coming up in the east and going down in the west. So that's why I had to go over the peak there, about 20, 30 yards now, deeper on this side. Now we'll curve back a little bit to the south-southwest for the Barndominium, because there is a big valley right off to the right here. But getting over this peak, I think, is really gonna do great. We're gonna keep the big tree right here. Sweet gum next to it's going away, and I'm really anxious to see how it looks in that valley. I said, hey, can you get down in the valley? Or in the depression, not the valley. He said, oh, we'll see, so hope it works out. We're well past the hydraulic hose rupture problem. He's cleared out behind this big tree. We're on the bottom side of the depression or the gully here. The Barndominium site, he's already well into where that needs to be. And we still got a lot of this afternoon left. And a lot of sweet gums up in there. He's pulling them out, and they have them long spider roots. I don't know if y'all, yesterday, I said a bunch of those were sweet gum. They weren't. You can tell which ones today with all those roots hanging down. Look at him getting deep in this hole though. Clean that out very, very nicely. I appreciate him very, very much. See if he can reach out and touch something. No sense in him getting a lot of these little bitty saplings. I can do that later on with Old Blue and a chainsaw, you know. He gets all the big trees lined up on the perimeters. That's really all I need. Keep a few of these shade trees like I've kept. And that is a very beautiful pine. I know y'all say, don't leave pines, Tim. They're gonna take out your house. Well, that's gonna be far enough away. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue. But I think it's gonna do a great service with the visual effect of hardwoods and pines and just the lay of the land we have here. I think it's gonna work. Oh, Josh got about 10 yards until he gets to me, and I am at the edge of the septic line here on the south side. I did notice something though. That tree right over there, that tall pine, that's where I had a tree stand, right here in this curve before I went to the old property. That's where I had a tree stand. Me and Morgan took down them tree stands. Tree stand's gone. I left all my hangers up there though, my bow hanger, my gun hanger, my backpack hanger. You know, they're real tree, three-piece bendable. They're still up in the tree. Now, maybe when he fells that tree, I can go over and unscrew them, But at $200 an hour, the 15 minutes it probably takes me to get him out of there and everything, it cost me $50 while he waits. I don't think those two things cost $50, so I think it's gonna let that one slide. What do you think? I think so. If we look in this tree right here, this tree right here, go up to the top. Let's see if we can see my little foldy hangers. They are right there. There's two of them. They're real tree. One's a 2-piece, one's a 3-piece. Just gonna have to call that one a loss because he is gonna finish up this little area right here. You can see where he's at with a big tree pile over there. Finish this little island of trees right there. He's already opened up the main area. And he's got just a little bit over here in these woods to get by the septic. You can see the Kubota right there, and that's where the septic's at. But he is almost finished for the day. I don't think we're gonna get this right here done though. Well, wouldn't you know it, at the end of the day, I have a little casualty. The camera fell over on the tripod, and you can see right in there, the window was open and it cracked and broke the top. Now it still comes on and works, but I'm probably have to send this one in and get it repaired if it stops working. I can still spin it and flip it around and close it, but man, it's not gonna last for long. Whoo! This has been an expensive day. Not just with the excavator, with the nice Sony camera too. Definitely 5 o'clock here. I believe he's getting it filled up. Now, call it a day after this, you're gonna do some more. Yeah. Hit it bright and early, or have a full tank. Whew. Another day in the books. Appreciate you. We only had a couple casualties. One, your hydraulic hose, which you got fixed, and my expensive camera, my nice one, it fell over and cracked the bracket that holds the little viewfinder on it, the little display. I still got it working, but that's about the most expensive accident today. No, one fitting, right? All right, we'll see you bright and early in the morning. Appreciate you, man. Take care. Another day of land clearing in the books. Got a lot done. Josh did a really good job. We had one casualty, hydraulic hose, set us back about 30 minutes. Then a boss man trip came up, set us back about another 30 minutes or so. The biggest thing that happened to me today though was my fault. I stumbled over my tripod and knocked my Sony a7C camera over when the viewfinder was out, broke the bracket that holds it. Now when I flip it backwards, it's upside down. And it's barely hanging on there. So I'm probably going to have to send that out to get it repaired. I'll wait till all this land clearing's done and send it out, and hopefully they don't keep it too long because this is my main camera, you know, for all the good stuff. But I do have a couple GoPros that'll get me by until then. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. More coming, God willing. So until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to RidgeLife. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And until next time, have a blessed day and go RidgeLife.